There's a lot of things I've done in my 26 years of being alive. Worked a lot of jobs, survived high school, took vacations, never got laid, but that's mostly my own doing. And I wrote a book, is right here. Um, and I've been trying to get the book published over the last about year and a half or so. And you may be thinking, but it looks like it is published. It's got a fancy cover. It's got a spine and all that jazz. Well, technically, it's self-published on Barnes and Noble. Um, I put it there about a year ago because I wasn't getting any publishers, which I'm still sending it to publishers, trying to get it legitimately published, I guess. But the thing is that first of all, if you go onto the website and look this up, it's not the same as the one I'm trying to get published now. I kind of redid it, ironed it out, got some of the mistakes out that were in there, redid the illustrations, as you might tell on the cover here, and if I can find one here, but like there's some in here. They didn't quite turn out right because I guess I hand drew them, and when they went through whatever the printing thing was, like I scanned them into the computer and I sent them to the website, and then it prints it off into that. And I guess it kind of turns it faded a little bit. And there's also no people in the pictures because I wasn't all that confident with my drawing ability at the time because I'd only just gotten back into it. But I ended up redoing the illustrations and getting some of the mistakes out and basically redoing it. So they're kind of like the picture that I showed in the last one, the actual colored drawn one. It's a little cleaner than that one, but looks better than that. But basically, if you look, this version is still on there, but I got another version that I'm trying to send to the publishers and stuff, a better one that's improved in all the different ways. But anyway, the point that I'm trying to make here is that I only started sending this to publishers about 2 years ago, maybe. And the one thing I never realized is that it's an uncanny amount of similar to job applications, basically. Except that it's actually easier than job applications because it's pretty standard with publishers and agents. You just like send them an email usually with your synopsis and your cover letter and your you want sample chapters usually something like that, and so it's all good and all that. And usually you can get through like 4 or 5 of those in a day sending it to different people, but it's very similar to that, but it hasn't been without its speed bumps or whatever the word I'm looking for, hurdles, I guess. So like 2 or so years ago when I first started doing it, I ended up getting this one person, and I'm not gonna name them because I don't remember their name off the top of my head, but basically I get in contact and they're like, "Yeah, we want to take this, we want to publish it," and I'm all happy. I'm like, "At long last, maybe I'll finally get into the career that I'm trying to go for." And then they say, "Well, you're gonna have to send us about 5 grand in order to get it published." Well, my good sir, did you want that in unicorn fur or pixie dust? I didn't say that to him, obviously, but I don't have that kind of money. I didn't. I still don't, or not just to be throwing around anyway. And the thing is, if a publisher says you gotta pay them like $5,000 in order to publish a thing, it's a scam. And because usually legitimate publishers or agents, they'll take part of the revenue, I guess, or whatever they call it, like part of a percentage of the sales it makes. So that's the standard way of doing it, not just you send them a bunch of money and then they put it on their website and that's the end of that. But so there was that. After that, a couple of months later, I ended up finding a legitimate publisher who was interested, but he was like, "There's some things we want to change in this. We want to make some changes here and there, and we like some of this stuff." And I'm like, "Yeah, I like this, and I want to make some changes too." And they're like, "Well, we want it at the end of the year." So I think it was 2023 that was. And it was May when I was talking to this person. So I'm like, "All right." and I rewrote the whole damn thing. This is like 130,000 words, or give or take. So I spent like the 7 or 8 months doing that, and at the end of December, I had it all finished, all perfect. It didn't have the illustrations yet, but I had it all finished, and I sent it back to them, and then they're like, "Yeah, we don't want it anymore." So I don't remember the name of them. Not important. I'm not gonna go and out them anyway. But basically, I'm still sending it to people. I put it on Barnes and Noble, I think, shortly after that fact. But yeah, so that's kind of my whole thing. I do have this. It's still on the website. If you actually, anyone's interested in it, it does have some mistakes in it, and the drawings didn't come out right, but I'm redoing it. Well, I did redo it. It's finished now. It got new illustrations, all colored and clean, and has people in it, so the drawings don't look like liminal spaces. So yeah, looks all swell and good. By the way, that's a pen name. That's not my real name. I didn't just dox myself. I know what the internet's like. I'm not that stupid. So, yeah, that's basically what I wanted to talk about. I couldn't think of anything else to talk about tonight, but I wanted to put something out. So,